It's been a while since I've posted a video, and I want to start a new playlist today. So hopefully this will be something that will speak to the journey many of us are on right now. I'm going to call this playlist Healy, which is this little device here that I have on, and end of life care. So recently, our family made the choice to bring my mother, my elder mother, home from assisted living because of the COVID situation. We hadn't been able to see her since March. We had a camera in her room so we could see that she was really declining in the isolation. And it was breaking our heart to really think that she might die alone without us ever being able to be there with her. So we made that decision, and it happened at the end of August. I am the live-in full-time caregiver, and it has been, to be quite honest, a very challenging situation to adapt to. And the reason I'm calling this Healy and end of life care is before I went into this situation, I had reservations about how it would affect me and how I could support myself and my mom. And also, to be honest, I was asking for a way that I could create an income so that at the end of this experience, I would have a way to support myself ongoing. And I was praying. I went on a little vision quest, camping by myself and fasting and praying and doing breath work. I had a medicine drum with me, and I would walk to the water and pray and drum at the water. Just prior to going into that experience, I was asking Spirit to show me a way that I could create an income, that I could support myself, and that I could best help my mom. So after that, I came out of that experience, and my mom, well, actually, excuse me, I got off track there for a minute. I was just trying to see. Yeah, sorry. In the reflection on the computer, I couldn't tell if the Bluetooth was flashing. And yeah, it is. I need that to flash to run my program that I'm running right now while I'm talking to you. And I'll talk a little bit more about this, but when I came out of that experience, I was reconnecting with friends I hadn't seen in over 10 years. And we had a lovely chat. At the end of the chat, she held up this device and she said, "Do you know about this frequency device?" I said, "Is it called a Healy?" Because someone right before I went into my vision quest said, who's an inventor and a brilliant genius guy, works with frequency devices, quantum devices, healing. And he said to me, "Dawn, do you know about the Healy?" And I said, "No." And he said, "You must check it out. It's an incredible technology." So I had that in my consciousness before coming back out. When I came back out of and met with these friends, and they showed it to me, and they said, yes, it was a Healy, I'm like, okay, Spirit, I got it. I'm supposed to know about this device. And actually, I've been waiting for something like this for quite a long time. I am a quantum biofeedback practitioner, so very much aligned with frequencies, the quantum field, the potential of our thoughts and intentions, and all of that combined, the intelligence of these bodies, which all in alignment is here to create a thriving life for us. So when they told me about this, I knew I was supposed to check it out. It is a small wearable, as you can see. I'm hooked up to electrodes because there's two components to this. It is microcurrent for creating the correct electrical charge in the cells because they require that to function properly. And then the frequencies also are carried in with the microcurrent for benefiting you based on what the little quantum sensor in here is determining that you specifically need most in that moment. So there's many frequencies in a program, but you don't need all of them. And your body is going to say, these are the ones I want most, and it's only going to give you those. So this is what I liked about it. It was possible for anyone to use this technology who's not trained in frequencies or quantum biofeedback or anything like that. It's possible to give your body, be in communication with your body in a way that helps us create balance, thriving, and wholeness on all levels, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, and physically, of course. So what I've discovered in this process of long-term caregiving, it's been 3 weeks now. There have been moments when I felt like I could literally collapse. We were up every night with soaked bedding and clothing and changing that every day, every night. I wasn't getting any sleep. Because I had the Healy at those moments, like I could take a moment, and hook myself up, run a program, and it would shore me up. It definitely shored me up, and it was helping also with my mom in her transition back home because we weren't sure how she was going to do with that. And I specifically wanted to use the Healy, which I have the professional level, the resonance, and I could work remotely with her. So I could work remotely with her in her facility to help her be less anxious and to make the transition better. She made the transition beautifully. That doesn't mean it hasn't been, as I said, a challenging scenario still, just as we navigate how do we best do this, honoring ourselves, honoring life, loving each other, and thriving in whatever circumstances we're in. And I know with so many people in this COVID situation who are isolated or dealing with anxiety, depression, fear, health challenges that they can't get out and get, unless they have emergency situations where they're supposed to go see a medical person. Minor things people are letting go, and those are the kinds of things that it's beautiful to be able to address before they become major issues. I will even say for myself, there were days when I felt like I was coming down with a cold. I had sinus things going on, coughing, scratchy throat, sneezing, and the cold program would come up on the Healy, and I would run that. I swear to God, I ran that program. A morning I woke up thinking I was getting a cold, and I literally felt it leave my body during that program. So I don't want to say a lot more about that right now because I just want to introduce you to it. I'll put a link below this video for me and my page that talks about my bigger vision with Healy and my bigger vision outside of Healy for what I call reweaving the web and recreating a deeper sense of community, which is necessary for us to heal through all of this change. It's like together we will make it through all of this. So I will put a link below that to my website. You can find out a little bit more about Healy. If you're interested in that, you can feel free to contact me if you're interested in that. It is a way that I'm creating an income for myself here while I am with my mom. So just know that if you choose to explore it and get into it, I would love to help you do that. Or I would love to just help support you in this whole process if you're similarly in challenging situations where you would like to support yourself and others. So I'm not going to say any more about that today. I think that's enough. It's good to be in this beautiful media room I created here in my house with my mom. And actually, I haven't really had much time or space to use it, so I'm celebrating today that we're moving into a new phase where I can do that. Okay, thanks, and wishing all of you everything that you need to thrive in these times.